Destiny 2, the game to fix all the problems. The game that would take first-person loot 'em and shoot 'ems to a whole new level. The promised savior of the Destiny franchise. So why did it flop so badly? That's what we'll be looking at today in this video. We will be going over all the stats and figures that show why Destiny 2 is not the savior that Destiny needed. So I've been doing research online, looking into the player base, to find out how many people are playing the game at this time. And what did I find? A website called Destiny Tracker. That chart has been removed because, and I'm quoting this, people are using it to spread a false narrative of the Destiny 2 player population. So why would the people at Bungie not want people to see the player counts? Well, I bet you can already guess. According to an article on Segment Next, the player count has dropped from 7 million to just about 3 million in only 2 months after being released. And Bungie seems to be trying to cover up this fact. Now that we know that Destiny 2 failed, we need to ask why. Through my gameplay and posts on the forum, I have come up with a few reasons why it failed. I'll be dividing this section up into 2 different parts, endgame and grind. These are the 2 biggest bullets in Destiny 2's body. Let's start by taking out the biggest bullet and talking about the endgame content in Destiny 2, or the lack of it. To get a better idea of what endgame content should look like, we have to go all the way back to Destiny 1. Destiny 1 had some of the best endgame content that you can find in a first-person shooter. The multitude of raids to complete, exotic quests to do, and Nightfall and heroic strikes ensured that you always had a new thing to work on, a new quest to complete. This was great for casual and hardcore gamers alike. Every day you would log on and have something new to do. And now, back to the present with Destiny 2. Destiny 2's endgame content is this: a weekly Nightfall, a single raid, but I mean, that's expected with the new game, and 4 exotic quests that take a little over an hour to complete for each one. Not to mention that random weapon rolls are out of the picture now, so there's no use for grinding for a god roll. All weapons are now with the same perks. This creates a problem for hardcore and casual gamers. When the hardcore players get to the endgame content, which takes about 7 to 8 hours to do, they can finish everything in 1 to 2 days and are stuck with nothing to do. And it's not better off for casual players. When they beat the campaign, most of them are just done with the game. There's no incentive for them to continue into the endgame. Most of them won't because it's not that interesting. This creates a problem when most of the casual players are leaving because they've finished the main story, and hardcore players are leaving because of the lack of content. This leads to massive drops in the player base, and accounted for many people abandoning the Destiny series. This shot was probably the crippling blow to Destiny 2. The killing blow was probably the amount of grind you have to do to increase your power level. If you didn't already know, you have 2 different levels in Destiny 2, your XP level and light level. Your XP level is increased by doing activities and maxes out at level 20. Light level is increased by getting more powerful gear and maxes out at level 305. Now the problem with the grind in Destiny 2 is that during the lower levels, the grind is non-existent. You can shoot up through the levels in no time at all. When you get to the higher levels, around light level 265, the grind becomes absolutely tedious. The problem is not just that it's hard, it's that when you get to light level 265, you can only level up with weekly activities. This leads to a lot of sitting around with nothing to do, waiting for those activities. This, combined with the fact that there's no endgame content, was the killing blow to Destiny 2. The sudden, dramatic loss of players can be mostly attributed to these 2 factors. Destiny 2 is supposed to be the best game of the year, with innovative new content and great gameplay mechanics, but it flopped very quickly because of these reasons. Let's hope that in the newest expansion, Curse of Osiris, Bungie can restore some of the game's greatness and make it into what is supposed to be the best game of the year. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed, a like would be greatly appreciated, and to see more, make sure you subscribe. Do you agree with me, and what do you think of Destiny 2? Tell me in the comments, I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and remember, I'm just that Destiny gamer. Peace out.